Hey, what's going on, guys? Outdoors with Kevin Outdoors. We're going to talk about Windstop. Want to stay dry and not get sweaty when you're out hiking, biking, doing snow activities, snowshoeing, snowboarding, skiing, things like that. Windstop fabric might be the answer for you. We're going to talk today about the differences between a Windstop fabric versus a traditional fleece. Fleece, we all have them. They work well. The bad thing is, though, is that they can sweat quite a bit, and they're also they're not windproof. So wind can get through these and cool you down. If you think about the whole idea of how to stay warm is keep air trapped inside here. You want pockets of air trapped inside this fleece, and that's what's keeping you warm. But if you constantly have wind blowing through this thing, it's sending all that hot air out. That's where you go with something like this. This is made by Gore, the Gore-Tex brand. This is not a Gore-Tex garment as far as the waterproof that we all know. It is Gore-Tex Infinium, I believe they call it. So here's their brand right there. So when you see the Gore-Tex Infinium, it's not waterproof, just so you know. So we're going to talk about this as the standalone jacket for blocking wind, also as a good mid layer. So the idea behind this technology is it has the soft fleece inner fabric that you can see right here. So it's nice and soft fleece, feels really good against your skin. So wearing it with just a t-shirt, it's great. But it has this soft, really soft type outer shell fabric like a soft shell does, but laminated inside, kind of like your Gore-Tex, is a membrane. And that membrane is different than the membrane on the Gore-Tex jacket. This one is designed to block the wind but still let vapor out. So if you're doing high output activities like going on a hike, snowboarding, mountain biking, hunting where you're exerting a lot of energy, this is nice because it's a lot more breathable than your traditional fleece. And then we get into something like this camo. This is by LL Bean, and this is one of their hunting style mid-layer fleece or standalone jackets, and it has that Windstop technology. So it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. So in complete crazy downpours, it will get wet. But light sprinkles, light showers, you should probably be okay. The idea is it's got a membrane in there blocking the wind. So putting this on, and it's a little bit windy today, and I can instantly feel the difference between this and just the regular fleece because it blocks the wind. So also it's designed to let vapor out. So it's designed so when you heat up and sweat, for that sweat to evaporate through the jacket. And so you have to check on some science. I'll put in the description, check some of the science behind it. It's kind of a cool technology. So this is LL Bean. I definitely like something like this. It has a nice cuff right in here to kind of tighten up a little bit. So let's talk about the different types of usage for some of these soft shell jackets. Like this Gore-Tex right here, this Gore Infinium Windstopper. This is actually a cycling jacket. So cycling, you could probably mountain bike in this thing, but it's got the back mountain bike or bicycle water pockets. It's got a phone pocket here in the back. So this is designed for cycling. This is designed for hunting. If you're like me, you're an outdoors person where you've got all these different things going on. So one weekend you might be doing some overlanding where you're out 4-bying around. The next weekend you might be up in the snow doing some snowshoeing. And the next weekend you might be on a hike. So are all of these things interchangeable? Absolutely. So don't put yourself in a box and say, oh, I am a snowshoer, I need to buy specific snowshoeing things. Now there are advantages and disadvantages, but when it comes down to it, it's a material, it's fabric. So if you get that Windstop stuff, it's really nice. As far as like hunting, this is one of those fairly quiet type materials, and that's one thing that they talk about when you buy this Windstop is it's a fairly quiet fabric. That's why a lot of hunters will use this type of material. But man, for get a hunting jacket, maybe you find one on sale, you could wear this thing on a hike. right? You could put this bike jacket underneath your Gore-Tex shell and use this as a mid layer. And if it's a spring day or fall day and it's not too cold or not too rainy, you could just use this as a standalone jacket. It's a fleece jacket. It's really, really nice, and it blocks the wind. Now this one right here is by Dainese. This is that motorcycle company, and I believe they're Italian. You see the name there. So this is something that's very form-fitting because it's designed to put underneath a motorcycle jacket. So when I'm riding my motorcycle, leather, put the leather over top of this, and really, really blocks the wind because it's a Windstopper. So it's nice because it has that really nice fabric, really nice fleece, smooth, soft outer, and sandwiched in there is that membrane that blocks the wind. So you notice a huge difference on a motorcycle, and you guys that ride know that wind is your enemy when you're on a long ride. So something like this, and it also has these stash pockets, but there's no zippers and they're really thin. So it's kind of designed to not be any kind of poofy because they know you're gonna have a jacket over top of it. So it's kind of a streamlined, really minimalistic, but really, really windproof. It is awesome. And what's cool is you notice a huge difference when you have a traditional regular just fleece and then you put on a Windstop material. Now, as far as cost, this Windstop material is gonna be almost twice the price from your traditional fleece jackets. 3. Something like this by Outdoor Research, this is really nice. Probably one of my softest fleeces that I have. It's really thin though. It's like a shirt. It's really thin. It's got cool thumb cuffs. It's a nice little mid layer, but definitely doesn't block the wind like the Windstop does. So this is just your traditional fleece. So it's got a nice soft fleece, soft, almost cotton-like, almost like a shirt, right? And that's what's so nice about it. But it's got a little thickness to it. It's really comfortable and a great little mid layer, not for blocking wind though. So people that get cold often or easy, a lot of times it's not just put more layers on, you just gotta block the wind, right? But as far as cost goes, you know, you got this Gore brand. If you know Gore, this cycling stuff, really expensive. I've had this for a few years now. I can't remember what I paid for this, but you're probably talking, you know, minimum $100 to $200 for a really nice, and more for a really nice Windstop by the Gore brand. But they stand behind their stuff. It's really high end, really quality. You'll be glad that you got it for sure. Something like this by Dainese, right? Italian brand. Really, really nice. For riding motorcycles, this thing is just amazing. Blocks the wind. It is like night and day difference, right? So, but again, it's gonna cost significant, right? So something like this, you're probably talking 200 bucks easy. Maybe get it on sale 130, 140 bucks, but really, really quality stuff. So you're gonna pay the different price for the quality for that Windstop. Something like this by LL Bean, like a hunting style one. I definitely like this, it's really nice. I like this because it's kind of also a standalone jacket. It's got a chest pocket, 2 side slash pockets with zippers to seal everything. But this one has a grid fleece on the inside. So the grid fleece, if you can see that. So what's cool about the grid fleece is, remember, the whole goal is to trap air pockets inside there. So this has grids right here, like honeycomb style, even more space for air to get trapped inside to keep you warm. So this, they stepped it up even higher for quality. Plus it has the membrane inside here to block the wind. It's got a nice soft outer fabric. I love that most all of these, when they design them, they don't put hoods on it because in realist, you can probably find one with a hood, but in reality, you're gonna wear this underneath a Gore-Tex shell. So you're gonna put a Gore-Tex type shell or waterproof jacket over top, and you don't need that extra hood clumping back here, so, and whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong, fleece is nice, you'll like it, but you can get it for under 100 bucks, right? 60 bucks, get some good stuff. Outdoor Research is awesome. But when you step up to something like this, I think the MSRP on this thing was $180, just to give you an idea, from LL Bean. You guys know LL Bean, they've been making boots and good stuff for I don't know, for 100 years or something crazy like that. I think they're out of Maine in USA, but really, really nice. I like this jacket a lot. And then we have something like this from Adidas. So this is an Adidas cycling jacket, thus the bright, bright yellow. And this is their cold ready right here. So this also has kind of a grid fleece on the inside, a little bit different than the LL Beam, but it's kind of similar, and really soft, has that membrane, blocks the wind, feels really, really good. Now, can I wear something like this hiking? Absolutely. So it's all about staying comfortable, staying dry, staying warm. So if you have a bright yellow biking jacket on out on the trail, who cares, right? You do you. Does it keep you warm? Does it keep you dry? Is it breathable, letting the vapors from your body excrete out of the jacket? That's what's nice about these higher end jackets. So to summarize, Windstop jackets are awesome. I highly recommend it. You'll be glad that you did. Block that wind, keeps you comfortable. Also, they have nice stretch to it. So theoretically, you want them a little bit tight to your body, right? Because it's got stretch, and it's a really good stretchy fabric. And you want to keep that hot air trapped inside, and you still want to have enough room to put on a Gore-Tex shell or something over the top should you get into a rainstorm. So who is this for? This is for all outdoors enthusiasts, people that are overlanding, people that are hunting and fishing, people that are hiking, doing all the snow sports, so skiing, snowboarding, snow camping, all those types of things. And you'd be surprised when you get a nice Windstop jacket, what that really does for your comfort on the trail. So take what you want from this, research, find a really good soft shell jacket that works for you, and you'll be glad that you did. Thanks for sticking by on the channel. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for the subscribers. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.